It is currently 6:20 on Saturday, and you might be wondering why I'm up this early, but it's because we are going to the beach today. You know what's weird though? I have never been to the beach by myself before. And that's what we're doing. The last thing we have to do is pack the cooler. I always wait till the morning to do this just so that everything is super ready and it's not melting all throughout the night. I'm bringing fresh watermelon and pineapples. I love bringing fresh fruit to the beach. Yogurt as well as olives. I love olives. That's like my favorite snack. I'm constantly snacking on olives. Some coconut water, Baby Bell cheese as a snack, and some water. All right, that works for me. Let's get out of here. We're on the road again. My favorite place in the world is the beach, and you have no idea how excited I am just to be outside laying in the sand under the sun. We're an hour away from the beach, which is not bad. Usually it's pretty long when there's a lot of traffic, and this is like the weekend before 4th of July, so I know that a lot of people are going to be going to the beach, but that's why we woke up early, because we're smarty pantses. Also, we have 3 different book options today, so that's cool. The 3 are The Guncle. So no matter what, I need to finish The Guncle today. It's an amazing book. I just haven't had time to like sit down, and I realized like I am 1000% in my Kindle girl era. Like anytime I want to pick up a book, I'm picking up my Kindle, which is so insane. Like you could not have told me this would be me like 2 years ago. I don't know what has happened, but now I feel the most comfortable with a Kindle. So that is why I've been reading The Guncle so slow, because like that's my physical book. And I'm reading a few books on my Kindle. So I'm still reading Crime and Punishment, which is getting really good. I actually really enjoy it. But it's a long book and it's complicated, and I want to pay attention to the details just because I want to see why it's considered a classic. And then I'm also reading, okay, before you say anything, I really genuinely don't want to hear it, because you're right. You told me not to read any more of her books, but some of y'all actually did tell me to read some of her books. And what I'm trying to get to is I'm reading the last book in the Knock 'Em Out series for Lucy Score, and this is by far the worst book of hers I've ever read. Not only does it sound like a horny 30-year-old has wrote this book, but it also sounds like a horny 12-year-old has written this book. Like the dialogue is the worst of the worst that she's ever had. I didn't think the last book was good, and that last book was better than this book. I hated By a Thread, and By a Thread is actually better than this. By a Thread. Anyway, it's terrible. It's literally so bad, but because I'm so curious, I had to read it, because in the last book, there's like this couple, or like not couple, who would always fight and no one ever knew why. It was very elusive, very like hush hush, and I just wanted to know why they're like that. And instead of just Googling it like normal people, I decided the only way I can get my answers is by reading another 600-page book by Lucy freaking Score. But this was it. This was like the most treacherous she's ever done me, and I mean it, I am never ever reading one of her books again. It's just so bad. Like, I wish there was something less we can give than a 1 star.
It is so bad, I want to give you a 0, but that's not possible. So I give you a 1.
That's how bad it is. It's just so ridiculous. It's like a hop, skipping away from how I feel about American Psycho. That's how bad it is. So we have to finish that, obviously. I'm 65% done with that, but I don't know, maybe we'll read that towards the end of the day when I just want to lay down, but that's not going to be fun. And then we also have my first Frida McFadden book. It's called Never Lies, so I'm very, very, very excited about that one. No matter what, we have to get to that book, but I don't think it's going to take me long to read The Guncle. I literally have maybe like 2 hours left in that book. I think after that, I just want to jump right into the Frida McFadden book. But I am worried about like the sound, because when we go to the beach, the wind is going to be really strong. So I'm hoping that y'all can hear me. That's why I got a road mic. Your girl is official. We have a road mic now. Yay! We finally made it, and we got a really good parking spot, so I'm so happy. I I have to let y'all know, I was listening to a few audiobooks on my way here, and it just made the trip fly by. I finished up Funny Story, which I was reading all week or listening to all week on Spotify Premium, and that was so good. Like literally the best romance book I've read or listened to all year. It was so hilarious, and the person who was doing like the narrating was literally amazing. Her inflections, her jokes were so good. But what I'm listening to now is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center, and that is just as good, if not better, which is insane. I've just been having such good luck with using Spotify Premium for their audiobooks. They have over 250,000 books, and they're constantly getting new releases, and it's genuinely so fun to use. I literally use it all the time. And before, I was not an audiobook girly, but now it is like my go-to thing because it's so easy. It makes long trips to the beach. This was an hour drive, and it felt a lot faster than it actually was just because I was doing something productive with my time. So if you're ever trying to habit stack, like driving or doing other tasks, using Spotify Premium for their audiobooks is literally a game changer. Like, it's so good. I had no idea the power audiobooks had until I started using Spotify Premium, and now I'm obsessed. Like, I literally use it all the time. But The Bodyguard, let me tell you, I've heard a few people talk about it, but I just never got to it. It's so adorable though. At first, when I started reading it, I thought that the bodyguard would be the guy, but he's actually the talent. He's the pop star. And Hannah, she's his bodyguard. And so she's trying to keep him safe from like a stalker he has, but he doesn't want his family to know that he has a stalker. So he goes home to like visit his sick grandma or something like that. And she has to pretend to be his girlfriend. And guys, it is so adorable and honestly surprisingly funny. Like, I was driving and the whole time I was cracking up because the jokes, the banter, it's all so cute, and like seeing her fall in love with him even though she doesn't want to is just my kind of thing. It's perfect for summer, and I want to finish it on the beach today, so that's probably what we're gonna do at first before we read any other books. But honestly, if you haven't gotten Spotify Premium yet, I don't know what you're doing. Like, there's so many good books on there, and I literally find new ones every single day. There's something for everyone. If you're not a romance person, there's fantasy, there's sci-fi, there's mystery, there's thriller. Like, literally all the popular books, they're on Spotify Premium. So I highly recommend you checking them out. I love it so far. And if you do, give me some book recommendations because I'm constantly looking for audiobooks on there, and I would love to add more to my pile. So let me know in the comments below if you have Spotify Premium or if you're about to get it and what books you're listening to, because so far I have had nothing but great luck and I'm loving listening to The Bodyguard. I definitely recommend that one. If you need any recommendations, let me know, because The Bodyguard, Poppy War, as well as Funny Story, all three of them have been hitters for me. Like, I've loved every second of all of those books, so I definitely recommend those to you. But regardless, if those aren't your type, don't worry, Spotify definitely has something for you. And again, just use the link down below so you can check out all of their books. All right, let's unpack and get to the beach. It's a bit chilly. It's a lot colder than I thought it would be, but it's fine because I have a wagon. It's gonna make this whole thing super seamless. I look sickly today, goodness. Nothing a little vitamin D won't help with. Okay, but look at how stunning. I love the beach. There's no better place than the beach. Let's get a good spot. I'm not gonna lie, it's freezing. It's so beautiful. Hold on, let me get a good shot for you. It literally took me like an hour to put up this tent, said tent. I have no idea why, but for the first like 20 minutes, I was putting it up inside out and I was just struggling so bad. It was so embarrassing. But then I finally got it, and now we're just taking a break. I haven't even put sunscreen on, but listen, like, that was rough. That was a lot harder than I thought. Now I realize why I don't come here by myself. But look at the view I was able to get. Hold on, let me clip you up here. Look at that. Tell me this isn't straight out of a movie. I'm excited. I think I'm just gonna rest for a second because I only slept like 3 hours last night. I was staying up the night before just shaving my legs and like my underarms. That's how you know I'm like down bad. That's how you know I'm super single, because I never shave my legs or my arms unless like I have somewhere to be or I have something to do, which is just tragic. I need to do better, especially in the summer. Like there's no reason for me not to in the summer because I'm always outside. I never want to wear jeans, so I really do need to be better. But listen, it is what it is at the moment. I'm just gonna go put on some sunscreen and lay down. Maybe I'll take a nap. Hopefully we don't get mugged. It's not that kind of beach, but you never know. I'm also trying really hard not to get sand in the camera, but I fear that's gonna be impossible. Don't forget to remind me to reapply every 2 hours. I really don't want to get burnt or skin cancer. Just a nice tan would be nice. I feel like it's just me talking here. How was your summer? What are you doing today? Share with me. Does it ever make you sad to know that was 7 summers ago? I was listening to country on my way here, and now it's stuck in my head. They're also doing like a gym workout here, and it's so cool. I want to be that retired mom who does yoga on the beach. Does it ever make you sad to know that was 7 summers ago? I've been trying to finish the Lucy Score book. It is so comically bad. It's like insane. And honestly, I'm just trying to get to the end of it. It says I only have 2 hours left, but I don't know. I've been reading slower than usual, so I don't know if that's actually true. I'm 84% done. And I have compiled a list of reasons why I actually hate her writing and hate her books. And hopefully I remember this and I never try to read another one of her books, because at this point I'm at my wit's end. Okay, so there are a few things. First of all, I don't know why all the men in her books can't like communicate. Like none of them can explain their feelings. Like they have to show it through like physical violence or being man children and just like ignoring their feelings and making you like deal with that. Like I don't know, it's just so dumb, and they're all like almost 40 or 40, and I just think that's really weird to still be doing stuff like that. So that's number one. Number two, I really hate how she writes the banter. Like it doesn't make sense. I cannot imagine her being at her desk saying the things that she's saying in these books and her thinking that it was a good idea. Like, I genuinely don't understand how that is the case. And then her publisher read these books and was like, yeah, you have the green light. Like, this is okay. I don't know. That's insane to me. And then all of the, like, conflict is either things that could have been easily fixed or just, like, so not realistic. You can see them, like, a mile away. It just doesn't make sense. The only thing worse than, like, discovering the fact that she's not a good writer is the fact that I've read so many of her books and I've known it after every book, and I still continue to read them. So who's the real idiot here? It's me. And I'm very well aware of that. And moving forward, I refuse to read another one of her books. You know what it is? It's a mixture of me and you. We're both the problem. Because sometimes a lot of y'all will say like, oh, just try the next book, or maybe you didn't like this one, but try this one. And then I fall for it because you guys generally have good recommendations, and I don't know, I just keep falling for that same narrative. Secondly, it's me because I don't know how to put a book down when I don't like it. I just don't know how. And not only that, like, I'm just too curious about stupid stuff, and like, I don't mind wasting my own time. And so the reason why I picked this book up in the first place was because she was so like mysterious in the other book, and I just wanted to know like what her deal was. And I didn't want to like come up with my own conclusion on my own. Like I wanted to see what Lucy thought her conclusion was, like Lucy thought her story was. And I just have that weird stupid thing about me where I just need to know. And it's really making me like annoyed with myself, because that's my own problem that I could definitely fix, and I'm just like choosing not to. This is officially my declaration, declaring that me and Lucy Score are officially enemies. We are not friends. Well, okay, like we don't have to be enemies. I just greatly dislike her writing. I'm sure she's a great person, but she is not that good of an author. I don't know. There's no good way to say it. She's not a good writer, but I wish her the best. I guess I'm saying all that to say I only have 2 hours left in this book, and I don't want to put it down before I start a new book because I didn't earn that right to read something good, because I forced myself to read this anyway. So we're going to power through this last book and finish the Knock 'em Out series and never read another thing by Lucy Score ever again. It is almost 4 o'clock and I finally finished that book. I don't even know what it's called. I think it's Things We Left Behind or whatever by Lucy Score. As we predicted, it was a 1 star out of 5. I'm really tired of my own crap, but it's fine because now we get to finish the Guncle, which I'm honestly so excited for. This is what I really wanted to read this whole time, but I just didn't want to like have that in the background and know that I still had to finish it. It's such a long book and I didn't want it to bleed into my week, so I just wanted to finish it and we did, so I am happy about that. And with the Guncle, we're like halfway through, so we should be able to finish this today. But it is already 4 o'clock, which is crazy. I didn't realize like how much we were just relaxing. I got here at 7:30 and it's already 4 o'clock and it doesn't even feel that long. I've just literally been relaxing. This is why I love the beach. Time is relative here. You get to relax, eat what you want, eat when you want. It's just like amazing. So I've been having a really good time. I almost ate a whole watermelon by myself. Like, things are good. I think I'm gonna take a nap though because it's freezing here and I haven't been able to get into the water. I didn't realize it was gonna be overcast all day today and it's literally been like cloudy all day. The sun has been peeking out a little bit here and there, but very little, very minute. So I think I'm just gonna take a nap before this wind takes me out, and then we'll try to rally again and try to read some more. So I'll see y'all in a bit.
2 hours later.
I tried to stay as long as possible, but it was freezing cold. The winds was like 18 miles an hour. I'm in the car now. We're gonna head home. We're about an hour away, so it's not too bad, but I am exhausted. I tried to read as much as possible. I tried to nap, but it was really, really cold outside. I did like walk around the little town, and it's so cute. I think we've only walked around this town like once or twice before, and there's so many things to do. Like, I hate that we kind of miss that opportunity every time we come. But to be fair, like after a long day at the beach, all you want to do is go home. Like, you don't want to explore and like look at the town and stuff. But because I'm by myself today, I decided to look around, and it's a really cute town. Like, I definitely want to do this again sometime in the summer. So let me know if you guys also like the beach reading vlog. Like, let me know if that's cool, and if so, I'll be more prepared next time.
Eventually.
I made it back home. It was so nice being at the beach, but honestly, I didn't realize while I was holding the camera, I zoomed in so far in my face. I'm sorry. What a jump scare for y'all. I apologize. Is that better? Anyway, it was fun, but I literally had sand everywhere. Now I'm just like ready to stay at home. But it's been raining all day today and like thunderstorms. So I think I just want to get out of the house at this point. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I started so late because I woke up so late. I didn't realize how exhausting it is just being outside in the sun all day. It's funny because I didn't even do anything. Like, I didn't exert any energy or like work out or anything. But when I came home, I was exhausted. I got home around like 9:30 and then I like got ready for bed, went to bed, and then I didn't wake up until like 10. And y'all know during the week, I usually get up at 4:30. On the weekends, like 7:30, 8. So this was super late for me, but I'm super excited to finish Guncle. I'm literally halfway through, and I didn't read much of it yesterday because we finished that Lucy Score book. So my goal for today is to finish this book. It is literally so wonderful. Like, I cannot explain it to you better. I love that the uncle, his name is Patrick. I love that he's so humanized, understands his flaws, sees his flaws, and he's not trying to like be something he's not for the kids. He is simply himself, just a better version of himself. And he's like trying to teach the kids that it's okay to grieve because they lost their mother, but it's also okay to still continue to live and try to like be happy and grow past this trauma, grow past this like grief. And he's teaching them these things while he's also still learning them. So it's a really humanized version of grief, and like I think it allows anyone who's going through it the opportunity to feel seen and to feel that empathy, to realize like, okay, so this thing is hard for everyone and there's no one way to get through it. Like, you can be completely flawed but have a good heart and still do the right thing, just your version of the right thing. And that's what I just love about this. And I highlighted so many things in this book, and y'all know I usually don't like annotate notes, but this book has me highlighting, dog-earing so many different passages. So I want to read a few to you before we leave. This one was good. I read this today. So at this point, he's like telling all his guests that came to his party how happy he was that they came and how it was really good for the morale of the children. And he says, as he was holding their hands, the kids' hands, he said how big and strong he felt in comparison. For a rare moment, he liked who he was. He liked who he was with them. Not so much a guardian, but a guard. Someone to stand between their fragile selves and anything else that dared to threaten them. Like, okay, Gup. Patrick looked up to the sky again. This time, a satellite floated effortlessly across the night. It was no shooting star, but something, in a pinch. upon which to make a wish. It's just so lyrical, so well written. Like Stephen Rowley, I'm a big fan now. I want to read anything else he has. I just love how this is written. And it's like a way to give you life lessons without strictly saying, oh, these are life lessons you need to listen to. No, it's a fun, quirky way of explaining that. And I don't know, I love books like this. And like these kids aren't perfect. They're, 5-year-old kids that are super annoying at times, and he shows that in this book and how he handles it. And I just think for someone who doesn't have kids, who was never interested in having kids, he's doing a wonderful job being a guardian as well as helping them navigate their grief as well as his own, because he's lost like people he cared about too, and their mother was his best friend as well. So just seeing that duality of him balancing his own grief while helping them get through theirs is just such a beautiful thing. And he's like in Hollywood, so he has so many different sides of himself that he's trying to like navigate as he helps these kids grow up in this new reality of theirs. So I've just been enjoying this book so much. I definitely want to finish this today, and if I do, we can definitely do like an in-depth synopsis. So we've got a lot on our plate, a lot to finish, but I'm ready to go, I just got to get a sweater and we're out of here, kids. We're not going for anything super adorable today, just something practical. Because even though it's raining, it's also like 90 degrees. So it's one of those kind of nights. So I'm not trying to be super cute. What do y'all think? I just got these jeans from PacSun and I love them. I think they're so adorable. And it's just like a t-shirt. And we're going to wear this bag I got from the Strand last time. So interesting. I usually don't like books without plots or like a purpose, and I find that Gunkel, even though it has a purpose, like he's taking care of these kids that need somewhere to be for the summer, and like that's supposed to be the main plot of the story, but besides that, like every chapter is pretty mundane. It's just talking about their daily life. And I usually hate books like that. That's why I don't read Sally Rooney. But for some reason, the way he's writing this is incredible. Like, I just love it so much. And it's just very interesting because it's very different from, I think, my usual reads. Even though it's considered literary fiction, it's like a different kind of literary fiction, which is super intriguing to me. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish the book while we were sitting there, but I am getting hungry and a little bit tired, so I'm gonna head home. But this weekend was so fun. I'm so glad I got to spend it with you guys. I'm gonna leave my review of Gunkel down below, and then I'm gonna also add it to my Goodreads because I know I won't be able to finish it in this vlog, unfortunately, but I will finish it either today or tomorrow. I'll probably read it before I go to bed. But I had a really good time, so thank you guys for hanging out with me this weekend. Let me know if there's another book y'all want me to read. I think after this, I will be reading Never Lie by Frida McFadden, and that one I am super excited about. I'm definitely gonna film myself reading that book just because so many people have told me I'm in for a wild ride with that, and I'm excited. So I think that's it for me for now. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.